Hello, everyone, and welcome back to D&D&D&D&D campaign number 1, Under Locks and Keys. When we last left off, the party crossed through the dwarven territories of the lowest chunks of the Underdark in search of the dark elf monoblock vessel that cursed them into their modern spider-worshipping form. Making their way down into the darkest tunnels. You don't know how long you've been down here, how deep you are, how far from home you've gone. But eventually, you make your way into Scare Dragon Abyss, the lowest part of the Underdark that any surface dweller has ever been. Making your way through, you found the remnants of an ancient first to second age port that allowed ships from the stars to travel freely into what was likely once a glorious city. Now simply rock and ruin, buried under layers and layers of time. Looting the remains of the dragon the trench was named after its seemingly random demise, you discovered the toxic substance that poisons the air in this chamber, and managed to shelter inside of the monoblock vessel. Reactivating it with your spellcasting abilities. The ship is functional and even still capable of flight. It just needs a mage to pilot it. Currently, the plan is to turn this... Hello, glad you can make it. Is to turn this space vessel into a fortress, using its various weapons against the boomergangers when they come for you. You don't know how long you have. You don't know what exactly you're looking at when it comes. But what you do know is that you have decided the terms of your stand. One side will emerge victorious today. Well, not today, but you get the idea. With that, as you bring the monoblock vessel into a very clumsy landing and park it back on the clasps that hold it in place, you all have a decent idea of the ship's functionality and capabilities. Asari and Greylog, I will say for your benefit, since you did go pilot it and thus have an awareness of it, you know that the siege weapons that the ship is equipped with are functional, but do require a crew to operate them. 4 for a ballista, 5 for a catapult, 4 for the jettisons, and 3 for the bombards on the bottom.
Oh, looks like it's time to go pick up some pirate friends.
With that, as Asari and Greylog bring the ship in for a clumsy landing, and the ship is still active, but just powers down in the sense that it's not flying anymore, what would you all like to do?
I'm gonna go shut the door because we didn't do that.
All right.
And I want to use my changing ability to change into an elf, a dark elf to be exact, and see if that will allow me to actually, fool it.
Mm-hmm. Greylog, you make your way up to the first deck, shifting your form to be that of a dark elf. The door shuts.
Who'd have thought?
Alfred, Asari, and Avaben up in the throne room. Anna and Tingwin look satisfied at the ship's functionality, and Tingwin kind of takes a curious look outside of the dome that allows you a view of what presumably would have once been a glorious view, but given that it's complete darkness, is just kind of nothing, and honestly kind of terrifying. But Anna looks to the rest of you with her arms crossed, and she seems nervous, but in that more kind of nervous energy way. While if there is any fear, she's keeping it down for now. So, what's the plan? We just wait here, get these weapons working, and ready for a fight?
Honestly, I think. What, am I back yet?
Yeah. If you're on your way back and nobody else says anything, then yeah, we could just say you come back. Alfred, your Periton returns with Greylog in tow.
Yeah, so I'll hear that and say, I think we should get back up to the surface. Staying down here where we can't see would put us at a disadvantage.
It's true, but how are we going to get it out of here?
We fly through that portal that our friend here mentioned, and we just go back down through the sky.
A risky maneuver. I have to respect your bravery.
Yeah, it's better than trying to meet them on their home turf. And it keeps us away from the rest of the people that will be coming after the ship soon.
Yeah, it would bring us closer to our potential allies we might have on the way if the messages got out.
I mean, are we sure we can do that? I mean, we saw what they could do from space.
Honestly, at this point, what choice do we have? We gotta get as many people as we can to help, for one.
Well, we could always go back to the village where they're all hiding. Well, I guess that's not a really good idea, but...
Nah. I think we should just go back to, not London, what's the other city? Tortage? And we could just, convince the pirates to come, man all the, extra weapons for us.
Do we really want to bring this battle to somewhere like that? We know a lot of people there, and I believe Anna's with us, right?
Yeah.
And I have a feeling Anna might have something to say about a battle that could blow up her home.
Well, actually, that's not a bad idea.
But she already said before, she doesn't really care about the pirates. They scare her, for one.
Well, it's not that. It's... Well, think about it. The whole reason the Boomerangers are doing this is to open the door. Whatever weapon they're using, it seems like it has a lot of collateral. They were striking one village and ended up burning miles of forest. Whatever it is they're using, it doesn't seem to be very precise. And sorry, from what you said, when it is precise, it completely levels what it hits. Would they really want to risk potentially collapsing Tortage on top of the door, sealing it away from everyone? Tortage is the only reason they can even get to it.
Yeah, I suppose that's a really good point.
So, as long as we give everyone ample time to leave if they don't want to be in a fight, Tortage might actually be the safest spot. At the very least, it means that not only do they have to come to us, but whatever weapons they're using up there, they can't chance using it without denying themselves their prize.
Which is what they're after.
Hopefully it is that way. Barring them having some way to clear a bunch of rubble, I would say that's sound logic.
And even if they did, they might not have time. The Divine Council's not going to wait forever.
No, that's true.
Wonder if they spread up proceedings seeing this nonsense going on with their items.
Let's hope so. But I wouldn't count on bureaucracy. I'm inclined to agree, monsieur.
Well, so we're agreed. Go back up to the surface.
We are agreed. But I'm afraid this is where I leave you.
Are you not coming with?
Yeah, I thought y'all said y'all wanted in on the fight.
We do. But I cannot leave my men behind. Give me time. I promise I will be there to reinforce you. Do you trust me?
Okay. Well, you know where to meet us.
Oui, oui. Totage, the city of sights and sounds.
Yeah.
He gives a flourish.
And once we win, you can come back to my tavern for a free drink.
I'm counting on it, mon ami. Try not to die out there.
You forgot to include also the town of pirates, slavers, gangsters.
Like I said, sights and sounds. A scream is a sound and blood is a sight, is it not?
That it is. That it is.
It has been a pleasure journeying with you, my friends. Thank you for everything. And he gives a flourishing bow. Be safe. Underdark's dangerous, even for you. Especially for me, mon cher.
You know what? If you'd like, once we get back up to the surface, I could just teleport you outside of the entrance to the Underdark. That would make it a bit quicker for you.
At this, he does kind of quirk a brow and kind of contemplates. Well, if you will drop me off in Sherwood, I would be more than happy to accompany you to the stars.
You're like, come on, you really wanted to miss out on that opportunity?
My duty to my men comes first, but if you can promise me I can do both, then what do I have to lose?
Exactly.
He gives a wide grin. Well then, everyone get some rest. If the captain's logs is telling us the truth, we should have enough fuel to keep the ship running by tomorrow. Rest up. We don't know if we're going straight into a fight.
Yeah, that is true.
Alright. Let's go. No time to lose.
Oui, oui. So, with that, is there anything you all would like to do over the course of a long rest?
Just
I think I can
long
change.
rest.
I think
Huh?
spells is a level.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a sorcerer, yeah.
If I wanted to, I could.
Do you want to?
I don't know yet.
Well, you have time.
Rain check.
Yeah, rain check, alright.
Because I'm having to secure this load real quick.
No worries. Do what you gotta do.
Luckily, it's
Alright.
only straps.
But yeah, so anyone have anything they'd like to do during a long rest, or just get some sleep and prepare for what's ahead?
Sleep and prepare for what's next.
Definitely.
Okay.
Just sleep.
Most of the rooms on the ship, sorry, you and Greylog would now know, are mostly meant to serve as passenger quarters. This ship was, remember, meant to serve as an ark of sorts to get as much of the population off of the planet as possible before the Second Age ended. So there is plenty of space. Like, you would have enough space here for all of you, all of your NPC friends, all of your animal companions, and separate rooms for your backpacks just for shits and giggles. So,
Hey, our backpacks were very picky. They gotta have the best.
wrong campaign. Your backpack's not a mimic.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm just waiting for the day that you'll say, "Oh, you put your stuff in the backpack, huh?" Well, it's gone. It was a backpack of devouring.
Yeah, well, it's basically-
I do love that item. All right.
H.
You all settle and prepare for what's ahead. You all get a long rest. With that, sorry, I was doing some quick mental math. All right. You all get a long rest. And as you awaken the following day, at least as far as you could tell, it's the fucking Underdark. You never have any idea. You all regroup in the throne room on the top of the ship. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna head back and get ready to try to pilot this thing with Sorry.
All right. Greylog, you make yourself as comfortable as you're gonna get on the in the hangar bay and prepare to grip the wheel. Anyone else?
Does this thing drain magic when at any point in time, or only when it's not charged?
Only when it's not charged.
Like, let's just fuel it up even more.
Yeah, you can pump more fuel into it if you want, but it won't take it by force unless it's running on empty.
Shit.
What?
Oh, this door is broken.
Oh no.
'Cause I can't get it shut.
Duct tape.
Yes.
Yeah, if only it was that easy.
Yeah. You alright?
Rain check on that?
Alright, I guess we'll come back to you. Anyways, what are the rest of you doing?
Are we? Our
What
long
door
rest?
is broken?
His
The
truck.
Yeah, it's truck 4. But yeah, we long rested.
Yeah.
I just moved on. Are we planning on going to portal?
Cutting out,
Seems
but
like
it sounds
it.
like we're going to the portal, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, do you take the wheel?
Sure.
Okay. Sorry, you grip the wheel. Greylog, you grip yours. Alfred, Avaben, on standby at either of their sides. You can pick which deck you want to be on if you have a preference. And as the crystals in the wheel gleam and the ship begins to hover, Greylog, since you're busy, Asari, make me a water vehicles check at advantage.
Okay, how do I do that?
What's
I
that?
would have needed you to roll for me anyways.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's why I'm just counting this as help. Make it easier. And just D20 advantage plus intelligence.
Okay, +4.
You're doing that.
Did you say the number? 'Cause I think
Yeah, you're a little spotty. So if you said a number, we didn't hear you.
Hello?
Hello.
I heard something +4. I was like,
18 + 4.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Got stubborn motherfucker closed. Yes.
Nice. Yay. Alright. Sorry, Greylog, as you grip your respective wheels, the ship's wings rise. Alfred, Avaben, you can still see a faint glow from where it absorbed the light from Alfred's armor. The wings flap. The ship lifts a little bit. Another flap. Asari, Tingwin looks up above the dome to the antennae of the butterfly, which you would know from your knowledge of the ship's layout now, are watchtowers. And he kind of looks to you. If you like, Miss Anna and I can take up the watchtowers, make it a bit easier to navigate.
Sure.
How would you communicate? Can we hear through the ship, or is it just visual?
Yeah, Greylog, you're able to hear Tingwin saying that from 2 floors down. As long as you're at the wheel, you are omnipotently aware of everything on the ship that is not being deliberately kept from you. If it was like stealth, you would still have to roll perception like anybody else, but basically your perception extends to the entire ship.
Nice.
I was like, what's the ship's perception modifier?
It would actually rely on the character's perception. Essentially, their senses extend to the entire ship while they're piloting it, so they can just try to see someone hiding the same way you would try to see if someone was behind you. Tingwin pats Anna on the shoulder, and they will indeed take up position in the watchtowers. You fly from the dock and begin to flutter down the length of the trench. As soon as Tingwin and Anna get up into the watchtowers, Tingwin hits a button and a massive spotlight shines from the antenna, giving those of you piloting an actual view of what's ahead of you. Anna has to fumble a little bit to figure out what does what, but she eventually figures out how to do the same. And with these 2 searchlights, essentially acting as brights to allow you to see, you all get the first clear view from the throne room and, Greylog, in your case, from the gunnery platform, of Scare Dragon Abyss, now that most of it is illuminated. You can see rows and rows and rows, lined up almost like they were shelves at a supermarket, of these miles-high staircases and portals, each one equipped with clasps to hold ships like your own in place. It's easy to imagine that this may have once been a thriving trade port, now simply an empty ruin. But as you fly, you pass by one portal that still crackles with bluish energy. You pass by a second. They're clearly struggling, but they're still working. Finally, Tingwin's light in the port side light swivels to illuminate in the distance a gleaming portal. There! Make for that one!
Okay, there we go. You see this, Anna and Asari?
This is great! As she's just moving her light to look at all the technology that's scattered around this first to second age ruin of what was once a great elvish city. Staircases of orichalcum miles high, portals that lead to gods only know where. Anna's imagination is in overdrive. What was that, sorry?
You hear sorry, just say to Anna, I hope you're taking notes.
Piloting comes first, but believe me, my mental notes are about to go completely full.
And besides, maybe one of these places actually does lead to the gods. We don't know.
Would you like to find out, mon ami?
Yeah, let's do it. Through the portal.
Sorry, water vehicles at advantage.
Hey. Okay, I think that one's cocked, so let me do that one again. Okay, so 14 plus 4.
18.
19.
I will be right back.
Go ahead. Sorry. As you and Greylog twirl the wheels of the ship, the butterfly continues to flap its massive solar panel wings and goes into a turning barrel roll as it maneuvers in between two of the portals and staircases and begins making its way towards the active one. Greylog, with your senses, you can hear Tingwin letting out an uproarious cackle as you guys just barrel closer. This thing goes faster than anything you've ever seen. You've been on a train, you've been on a ship. This thing is the fastest vehicle you've ever been on. Staircases and craters passing you by in a blur as Tingwin gives a cheer. Eyes as this portal takes us to the gods, or as a crash does.
No, we're doing better.
Everybody hold on!
Yeah, he can't hear us.
You barrel towards the portal. You pass through. There's a flash of light that completely overwhelms you. You're not sure if any time passes. If any does, you're not sure how much. But what you do know is that there's a bright flash of light and then silence. Even the sounds of the ship no longer audible to you. As the lights flicker back on, you find yourself, or rather via the lights that illuminate everything, you find yourself looking down at a vast white desert.
Huh. Is there a map on this thing to tell us where we are?
No. But Tingwin does whirl the light in his station around, and you all can see behind you the portal rapidly shrinking into the distance. You do appear to have successfully crossed into wherever this portal takes you. You can see that the portal itself is situated in a crater, a deep one. But everything you can see is pitch black. It's completely dark, but what is illuminated by the searchlights reveals, again, vast white desert.
No stars or moon or anything like that?
Greylog, looking up. There are stars, but you don't see a moon anywhere. Did we make it? Are we dead? Where are we?
We're somewhere. I don't think we're on Earth anymore. I don't see a moon.
Welcome, my friends, to the moon.
Oh,
Oh, it is the moon.
You can see the ground is frozen moon rock. There's nothing in sight. Craters everywhere and complete darkness. It appears you are on the dark side of the moon.
So, I am curious. How does he know where he is if he's never been here?
He knew that one of the portals went here, so he's basically just guessing.
Ah, I guess it makes sense. Okay, so we're not going to stay here. Best way to get out of here is to go up. That way we can see where the Earth is.
Which way is up?
Well, the ground's right there, so it just it's that way.
You can see Anna's searchlight like flickering around randomly as she tries to get oriented. Tinguin, for his part, moves his to be flickering upwards. Going up, Capitans?
Yep. You good with that, Asari?
And Asari does give you a confirmation.
Oh yeah, she's not here.
Avaben and Alfred, it's very strange seeing Alfred and Asari able to have these conversations with each other when they're on literally opposite sides of a massive spaceship.
You mean Greylog?
I did it again, didn't I?
Well, you called me Alfred that time.
No, yeah, I do that a lot and I don't know why. Greylog, sorry. Alright.
Trust me, I don't trust myself with a million pieces of dragon gold.
Fair. Totally fair. Alright, so Asari already agreed to the plan, but Greylog, do you attempt to head upwards?
Yes.
Alright, she is in the bathroom right now, so, and I know you need me to roll for you, so I will make this roll.
Fingers crossed.
Natural 1. Crash into the moon.
No, actually, natural 20.
Ah.
Yeah!
Jeez, you guys act like all my rolls are shit.
I'm not even saying a roll. I just think it'd be funny. It'd be like, after all this, we crash in the moon. We're stuck.
Yeah, I got a 15 and a natural 20. So with the modifiers, that's a 19 and a 24. The two of you have more or less gotten the hang of this by this point, and with a whirl, you flutter the butterfly's wings to maneuver it to be pointing upwards and take off from the surface of the moon. As you get higher and higher and higher, eventually you see a sight that I think it's safe to say very few, if any, others on Terra have ever at this age been able to see.
Well, other than our enemies.
Yeah, other than your enemies. And then they're on the moon, so.
Well, they got there somehow.
I was just thinking, wait, right next to our enemies.
Yeah.
They're right there.
Asari, Greylog, Avaben, Alfred,
Anna.
Anna, Tinguin.
And
As
the
you
invisible
all,
person in the corner.
as you all take to the air and fly away from the moon's surface. It takes a little bit of positioning, but you eventually manage to get the hang of it and break out into the moon's orbit. And as you turn it and begin to swirl around from the dark side of the moon, you see in the distance a view known only to few. Before you, you see your homeworld, Fictera. The continental, temperate world that has been your home. It's strange seeing it from up here. Seeing this place that it took you months to just cross a single ocean, half a year to go from one continent to the other. It's so strange to see it now. So far in the distance. So far above it. Yeah.
Hey, Anna, the world's round. Take mental notes of that.
Or maybe it's just flat in our perspective.
We could orbit the world and find out.
Yeah, just start doing little scientific expeditions while you're up here.
Like, well, now we prove flat earthers.
Do I see a giant turtle underneath the Earth?
Not from this angle.
Like,
Dang it.
specifies that.
This is incredible. Yes. Dr. Ku, if you would, please pass on to my dearest friend, Mr. Oglatha. We are the first of both of our kinds to see this sight that only our ancestors got to see before us. Our world. A small blue dot in the distance. And Avaben, Asari does indeed pass that on to you. From the dome atop the butterfly, you are the first wood elf in the Third Age that you know of to see the sight that was typically exclusive to your ancestors. The planet, as viewed from space.
Now, which part is where we live?
Do we know geometry?
Greylog, make a survival check.
Yeah, I'm going to need to roll that one too.
Oh, I gotcha.
You got to access my character sheet.
Don't need it. Natural 20.
Nice. I'm really worried about when we go into combat because
That's when it gets natural ones.
Yeah, no, don't worry. It'll
he's getting
balance
the
out.
good look out now.
Yeah. Your shelter for the previous several years has been the island of Tortage, which is in the Baraka Isles off of the coast of the nearest mainland, which is off the coast of Hyboria. Greylog, you are confident you can navigate this ship to Hyboria and to Tortage from there.
Okay, off we go.
Sorry, are you
I
able to
almost
roll?
said something very bad. I almost said full speed ahead, but I'm like, oh no, that might be too.
Too fast.
Crash the planet. Well, you know, we stopped the thing, right? Can't be a door if there's no planet.
Yeah, Avaven, what was that thing you talk about where, like, any ship that has a functional engine could destroy a planet if it crashed into it hard enough?
Yeah. So that's what the asteroid was that destroyed the dinosaurs. It wasn't an asteroid, it was one of the Dark Elf ships.
Yeah, the
that
Dark
lost
Elves just
control.
came back a little too hot.
Yeah, they lost control.
I mean, it's just physics.
Alright, sorry, are you able
Mass
to roll?
plus velocity equals energy in the form of kinetic energy.
Oh,
I thought I heard her.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hey!
Make me a water vehicles check with advantage.
Okie dokie.
There'll be a lot of
We've gotten
water
2
vehicles.
natural 20s recently, so
Ooh,
keep up good luck.
16 plus 4? It's not too bad.
30.
Yeah, 19. Very doable.
No,
20.
30, 20.
Oh, sorry, I
Oh.
failed math, remember?
Yes.
It's okay, I failed math too. Don't feel too bad.
And that was one of them. What was the other?
I think that may have been with the advantage.
It was with advantage. I rolled
Okay.
I rolled a 16 and a 12.
Alright.
I just figured both roles were important because, 2 wheels.
Yeah, totally fair. The two of you maneuver the ship and begin to pilot it back towards home. Asari, looking down below you, you see Luna Cynthia. Associated with many gods and goddesses, alchemists associated with silver. You know many doctors associated with madness. There are so many stories surrounding the moon. You've heard tales that a cleric once split the moon in half so that the gods would stop fighting over it.
I'm gonna turn to Anna. I've always had a connection with the moon, and now we're here. It's kind of surreal.
Alright. leaving your wheel as you chart the course. You head
Oh,
up
I
to the
thought she was
watchtower.
next to me.
No,
Whoever's
she's in the
next to me.
watchtower.
Okay, well, whoever's next to me, I'll say that.
All right, Alfred and Avaben. And Greylock can hear it, and if he responds, you can hear him. So.
Did the Wood Elves have any stories of the moon?
Oh, probably.
The history you would know is that there are stories that an inventor from a distant land once built a ladder tall enough to reach it, but then once he got there, pulled it up with him so nobody could follow him.
Did they even see a ladder anywheres?
Roll perception.
What's my plus for that again? I don't have my sheet pulled up. What's my plus for that? I don't have my sheet pulled up.
1 second. It is a plus 14.
What's 8 plus 14? That's 22.
Avaben, you kind of curiously press your face against the wall of the dome and look down at the surface of the moon to see if you can spot the ladder. Greylock, what were you saying?
Oh, I can't quite. Oh, no, can't remember. I thought I remembered, but then it was like, no.
Sorry.
Yes.
Alfred, you heard stories that, according to legend and myth, the ancient Atlanteans once went to war with Luna Cynthia and devastated a huge chunk of it in the process. But the Empire was destroyed before the Atlanteans could make good on their conquest. However, Avaben, as you look down, you do not see a ladder, but you do see something that, as a wood elf, equally catches your attention. You see that as you cross from the dark side to the side illuminated by the sun, you could see the frozen desert ground warms. And you guys are in orbit, so this is all seen from a very far distance. You could see lunar volcanoes are erupting, and various strange plants are growing. By the time you get to the side completely facing the sun, Avaben, you could see that was once a white desert is now a dense, opaque green jungle.
Huh.
Interesting.
It's insane. Trees, beaches, oceans. An entire world hidden on this faraway rock that, to you on the surface, just looks white and lifeless.
If there's trees, does that mean there's oxygen?
Yes, as long as you're on the side of the moon facing the sun, you can breathe.
You have to run
All in
fast.
favor of picking.
Technically, if there's oxygen on the face, there should also be oxygen on the back.
Don't worry about it.
Science doesn't exist.
All in favor of just, now that we know that we don't have to worry about running out of air, we can just go straight there.
What?
I mean, we've rested, so I mean, why not?
It's like, I thought we were just gonna, go to a lifeless area if we did go to the moon. And, well, this almost looks like paradise.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of animals and creatures.
I'm glad I took notes on that now.
Oh, come on, he's a druid. Of course he's gonna be curious.
That is fair. I will freely admit, I did not remember you were a moon druid when I wrote this out, but I'm glad
he's not a moon druid.
It's a druid,
He's fire.
Ah. Well, that said, Asari, do you verbalize what Greylog is saying to the rest of the party?
Yeah.
Alright. Asari passes on Greylog's suggestion to the rest of you, that given that you don't have to worry about potentially being trapped in a world without air, perhaps you can follow Anna's suggestion and ambush the Boomer Gangers at their base. The jungle will possibly conceal your approach, after all.
I mean, why not, right?
If possible, I'll still pass on a message to Penguin. And I can still get you back home if you still want to.
Yeah, at this point, Tinguin and Anna were coming up from the watchtowers anyway, so Asari, as you pass that to him, he kind of tilts his head in thought, he kind of scratches his chin, kind of thinking it out, seeming kind of genuinely caught. If you would be so gracious, mon ami.
So, won't be able to get you back.
Just drop me off at the portal. I can make my way back from there.
Yeah. Don't worry. There's trees. I can portal you through.
Oh, oui. In that case, bring us in for a landing, Capitan.
Is everyone else in agreement with that?
I have
a party of 4, not a party of 2.
Yeah, I'm just.
I mean, I would say we should stick with the plan we've already made instead of trying to make a new plan last minute.
Okay, back to the surface of Earth.
Alright.
I mean, we're already here, though.
Yeah, we can come back up here after we beat their asses.
Alfred, any objections?
He is fine with whatever the party agreed to. He's willing to give a beat down one way or another.
Okay. Adjusting your course, you pull away from the tropical moon and make your way towards home. Now, this trip is going to take a while, and I'm not going to make you roll water vehicles check for every single thing. I will only make you roll water vehicles to get back into the atmosphere safely. So
when you say it'll take a little while, how long are we talking?
yeah, I will say so that you guys.
We're right here. I don't see why we can't go ahead and do this shit. We're right here.
Well, the party doesn't want to.
I guess if we want more people, I could just portal back down to Earth and then portal them back up. But
just kind of.
They don't want to do that because that's not what they planned on. Instead of going in half-cocked, they want to actually have a fucking plan. I know, it's shocking for our parties, isn't it?
Alright, whatever.
either way, it'll work regardless.
Alright. Give me just a second. Just finding the... I did write down how long it'll take to travel there. I'm just pulling it back up. Just a second. Where did I put that?
I just had a thought, you guys. Where are we even going to land here, Torch?
Doom can land in the water.
After having dived in the bay enough, would I know roughly how deep it is? And if it would be safe enough to land this ship in it?
Yeah, I'll say yeah. You've dived in there multiple times. Yeah, that is totally a feasible landing. And thankfully, the ship's material seems fairly lightweight. It likely would float fairly well.
Good to know.
It'll take you a few days of space flight to get back to home. So over the course, it'll be mostly minor course adjustments between then and now. So like I said, I'm not going to ask you for rolls every single day. So is there anything you guys would like to do in the meanwhile? Asari and Greylog just, so it is noted though, on day 2, yeah, at the start of day 2, you will need to fuel the ship again, but then that will leave it with enough fuel to make its landing before it runs out.
Well, you said the wings are solar powered, right?
Yes.
Wings
We're
are.
in outer space, and the sun is, still providing light.
Yes.
Is it not charging enough to, not have to do that?
Are you willing to try?
You will not.
Or it's like, if it looks like it's getting low, then we will.
I mean, if it
But
goes,
if it's not, then
man, if it
why,
goes,
why do I do it?
and if it goes empty, then it will just drain it. It'll forcefully.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Question is this the ship providing oxygen from the power?
Yes, it is. Don't worry.
Wait, I'm saying, like, is the power a reason why it's providing oxygen?
That you don't know. You know you can breathe. That is the extent of your knowledge.
Oh yeah, I would hope we could breathe.
Yeah, I wait until now to drop that.
Even if, say, for instance, even if it does start to power down, we'll instantly repower it because it'll make us. So it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any problems with it.
Okay. You all fly across the stars, making your way towards home.
And we all die.
Yeah, and then you all die. Roll new characters. Is there anything anyone would like to do over the course of their rest?
No.
Not really. But I do think we should keep working on battle plans, just so we can all make sure what we're wanting to do and how. It's like, yeah, we might be able to get a couple of pirates to come help us, but what are we going to offer them as incentive? And how do we keep them from taking the ship and killing us all afterward? Because pirates with a spaceship, not a good idea.
I mean, I say that, but you say that, but I mean, then that'd be they gone. They'll leave, right?
Maybe.
They'll take over the space.
It becomes Space's problem.
Yeah.
They try, maybe. We don't know.
Give them a ship. Perfect.
Dark Elves can't go after us if we don't have it.
I mean, they can, but
They'll lose their reason for coming after us. And it's like, well, you're letting the other guys get in the way.
Yeah, to start instigating fights between all the other factions. Alright. If nobody has anything they wish to do over the rest, you all begin your long flight home. A day passes. On the following morning, the ship is beginning to slow. The solar panels can fuel it, but you'll have to bring the ship to a stop in order for it to charge up enough to go without interruption.
And it would take how many days for us to get back to Earth?
It's about a 3-day flight.
Okay, so we'd have enough time to at least recharge our spells.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, even that. Like, It takes some time.
Okay, then yeah. I say we should go ahead and fuel her up.
All right. Sorry, you good with that?
Sure.
All right.
Hey, Amanda, remember that talk we had about resentment in characters and not letting it bottle up and build up?
No.
Uh, you want to speak up?
Not now.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, Greylog. Fueling up the monoblock vessel. You power the wheels. The ship warms up. And you cruise towards the distant blue dot as the ship makes its way closer to your destination. We will take a brief break for a moment. Austin, would you mind putting us on the break screen and inaudible?
Sure. And the bees.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience. Unfortunately, due to some behind-the-scenes difficulties, we will have to be ending this session early. However, on our YouTube channel, Odd Tornado Productions, you can catch up on that we are officially caught up to this chapter's beginning. So if you want to catch up on what you've missed, now would be a good time to do that. Apologies for the early end, but players come first. So we will be ending tonight early. So check out our website at officiald5hub.info. Down for maintenance at the moment, like a filthy necromancer in space. Check out our link in chat to join our official D5 Discord server if you want to hang out with us directly. Support our episodes posted on Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Google Podcasts, and the iHeart Podcast Network, wherever you happen to get your podcast from. For our audio listeners, catch us live on Mondays at 7 o'clock Central Daylight Time on twitch.tv/Odd Tornado Productions. Check out Odd Tornado Productions official on Tumblr to find links to our other works, including our Paladins Twitch channel at twitch.tv/AustinFreak123. If you enjoy what we do, please support us on Patreon. That link to be posted as well. On Ko-fi at ko-fi.com/Odd Tornado Productions. And follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/TornadoOdd. The TNO are capitalized if you want to get immediate updates whenever we go live, as well as updates on all of our other projects. If you want to see more of this party, plus or minus a few, tune in tomorrow, Tuesdays at 7 o'clock Central Daylight Time, for our Tuesday game of Black Ink and Blue Blood, featuring a party of politicians and nobles trying to unravel political conspiracy if they can just stop stabbing each other in the back long enough.
Which we're getting better at.
Yeah, slightly. It happens, but you're getting there. I will say, though, every time someone in the party does something to screw the others over, I think to myself, it has been 0 days since Black Ink and Blue Blood stabbed each other in the back. We will not be having a Underlocks and Keys session next week due to outside circumstances. So again, if you want to catch up on anything, that would be a good time to do that.
And now's a good time to do that since we're near the end.
Speaking of, yes, as we are nearing the end of this campaign, we will be taking a small break on new uploads until the end of next week's sessions, or the week after's sessions. Just so, as mentioned in the previous session, we can build up a backlog before we resume consistent uploading. So, yeah, if you want to catch up on old uploads without new ones getting overwhelming, again, the next couple weeks are a good time to do that. Everyone, stay safe, stay happy. Thanks everyone at the table so much for being here. Thanks everyone at home so much for being here. And we'll see you all next week.